Alright, so on the surface, let's get this out of the way. We have a money problem. Despite the stock market hitting record highs and inflation cooling down to almost 2%, the average American is getting poorer each and every year. Like sure, we've seen an average 10% annualized return in the S&P 500 since the 1920s, but we've also printed 10% more money every year during that same time. Well, in many ways, that's what people believe cryptocurrency, or largely Bitcoin, solves. After all, Bitcoin has been one of the asset classes to have outperformed the money supply by a wide margin. How? Well, after making its debut in 2009 after the Great Financial Crisis, it slowly adopted mainstream popularity, having now become the best performing asset of the last 2 decades, rising more than 18,000% since 2015. To put into perspective how insane this is, that's a compound annual growth rate of more than 100%, or 10 times higher than that of the S&P 500. And the premise is that there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins in existence, and that's it. But even though Bitcoin has gone up over 20 million% since its inception, it's also not uncommon for it to drop 50 to 90% before eventually moving back even higher. So what does this mean for you watching, and how could you use this information to make money? Well, here's what you've been waiting for: the secret of cryptocurrency. Even though we've started hearing stories of traders turning $17 into $3 million by investing in peanut coin, the reality is that unless you get insanely lucky, your chance at picking something that even makes any money is incredibly slim. But there are some things that you could do to at least help tilt the odds in your favor. Like, just consider this. As the Market Sentiment blog points out, there are currently over 4,300 publicly traded companies in the United States, but there are more than 15,000 different cryptocurrencies.